So, in this session, let's talk about processing. Now, in the IoT, as you know, that multiple devices are connected in a network, and that network itself is the internet. So, all these multiple devices are continuously sending the data. Now, as the every device is continuously either in a mode of reception or in a mode of transmission. So there is a large amount of data that has to get received from that respected devices altogether. So here in IoT, data pre-processing and post-processing becomes very crucial aspect. Now, whenever it comes to the data pre-processing, every time the data processing can be taken place in the view of representation of the process to make any sort of real world data, and which will be able to receive the multiple sets of aspect from the physical real world, and that can be suitable for the data mining process for the purpose of analytical process. So this real-time data could be in the case of could be noisy one. There could be some kind of missing values are available in that real-world data, which is coming from, let's take example of sensors. So in real world, it may happen that there are some point of the manner you could able to receive the data, but out of that data, you can came across with the some of the missing values, or there could be a lot of ambiguous information out of that respected received data. So these factors can cause the deterioration for that respected IoT modeling for that respected data processing. So it is these kind of aspect which are simply degrading your data itself that needs to get considered in data processing. So there are various different techniques to perform these way of your data processing in IoT. So in basic manner, there are four different ways to look into this data processing under the IoT. First factor is data cleaning. Second factor is data integration. Third factor is data reduction, and fourth factor is data transformation. Now, when you comes to the data processing part, your cleaning, integration, reduction, and transformation plays very important role. Because until and unless these four factors could not be considered for your real world data, you could not able to come across with the what sort of noisy elements are there, or what sort of missing values are there, or is there any kind of ambiguous information that your sensor data is carrying it out. Or even in that manner, as the devices are continuously connected to the network, and they are communicating with the platform with the internet platform. So in that manner, there are possibilities of large data can be collected. So in that manner, for the processing purpose, these four pillars has to get considered while processing that multiple sets of data altogether that are coming in from the multiple IoT devices. So let's talk about very first pillar, that is data cleaning. So data cleaning is nothing but data cleaning can be defined as a part of process of eliminating erroneous data. Means the data which containing some kind of error value, or some kind of missing part of that data. So this cleaning process could able to eliminate error and some of the manner missing values that are consisted that are contained in your data, that can be able to remove out using this particular cleaning process. So in short, you can say that this cleaning process is easy way of handling your noisy or missing values data in that respected data set which you will able to receive it from that respected node. So to do this activity, this data cleaning can be categorized with the two of the factors. One is noisy removal and other one is missing values. When it comes to your noise, that noise can be identified with the sub portion, and that can be highlighted in the form of either feature selection, or noise in the record, or any kind of similar value. So in that manner, you can able to remove that altogether, that respected noisy removal from that data cleaning way altogether. Now, these different three categories will be there, through which you can say that either of the category will be occurred. You can say that there could be a possibility of the noise. So you can remove this noise under the category of your feature selection and extraction with the help of your variety of different filter method, or wrap method, or embedded methods are there, where the limited set of data ports you will able to look into it, and based upon that you are simply um, cleaning that respected data with the case of your noise removal. So with the consideration of your filter and windowing methods, you can able to remove the either feature based or selection extraction based unwanted noise. Or even for the case of your if noise is being removed in the is being occurred in the record, so in that manner you can able to take out this consideration by means of your manual method, or by simply fold validation method you can able to remove the noise. Or even multiple sets of same values is being repeatedly occurred in your data set, you can remove by clustered based detection or svm based detection. Through that you can able to remove all these noise altogether. So this is only one aspect whenever you are going ahead with the first step for your data processing as a cleaning part, noise removal. And that noise removal has to get considered under the three of the category, either the feature or selection extraction, noise in the record, or alias value or similar value, anonymous similar values. Next part for data cleaning is missing values. Now, when you wanted to look upon for the missing values, there are different ways to remove these kind of missing values. These three methods are: first method is deletion, imputation techniques, predictive and statistical models. So through which you will able to clean your data in the form of your, if you came across with the missing values altogether. Now, for the detection method, either you can have the three different algorithm, likewise or pairwise or dropping variable technique. You can easily figure it out what sort of missing values are present in your data. Or imputation techniques, these imputation techniques are nothing but different variety of algorithm, where wherever you will able to find multiple imputation, regression imputation, random sampling imputation, mean median and mode imputation, or deductive imputation, through which you will able to look upon for the imputation technique. And the last is predictive and statistical model. Now, this predictive and statistical model, again, there are 5 different algorithm under this category for the data cleaning process. Wherever you will came across with the missing values that can be able to found in your data, either can be linear regression, random forest, or k nearest neighboring algorithm, or expectation maximization and sensitivity analysis. So through which you will able to predict provide predictive and statistical analysis for all those missing values while going under doing the undergo the cleaning process for your data. So either of them you have to utilize in your data processing part. Now, after the data processing, there is a second important aspect in data cleaning. There is second important aspect in data processing, that is data integration. So let's have a look upon data integration. So data integration is important technique in pre-processing, which can simply combine the data from various different sources. Now these different sources can able to provide giving the different user that can able to look upon for the integration of views of data altogether. So mainly this data integration can be done it through two of the approaches. One is tight coupling approach and other one is loose coupling approach. So this integration is you can say that a way of technique where the combining of different sources by giving different integrated views. Here in IoT case, the different sources are nothing but multiple different devices altogether. So need not to be necessary every device can give the same category and classified data altogether. There could be possibility that every device have are giving you different sets of data altogether. So there must be integration in between all the different sources, so as to have the integrated view of all the sets of different sources all together, so that user can able to uh, uh, have a integrated view of multiple different sources data altogether. So that can be applied based upon the loose coupling approach and tight coupling approach. So these are nothing but different processes altogether through which you can able to look upon for your data integration part. So in that manner, you can say that extraction, transformation, and loading process will be there for tight coupling approach, and for the loose coupling approach, query-based process will be there for the data integration part. So on this basis, you will able to integrate different sources of data all together, so that user can able to have a integrated view of all those multiple sources are sending that data, can able to have that integrated view for that respected data set. Third important pillar is in data processing is data reduction. So data reduction technique can be obtained on your data set. So that data itself may be very small in data or large in data, in both of the manner. So data reduction technique will help you to reduce that size of that data in the same way, in the manner of very small size, it can be able to reduce, so that the same analytical result can be able to obtain from that huge number of data set. Because it becomes, if your data set is very lengthy, so it may simply affect your processing capability of your algorithm can get affected, if at all we are moving ahead with the next level of approaches analytics part. So in such scenario, huge large number of data set won't give you the fruitful result, because the processing time becomes more for large set of data processing. So in order to that, when you go for the data processing part, data reduction can be able to provide you, in the case of your data set, can be able to reduce it in the small size for the getting the result, analytical result of the same size wherever you are using it as a large amount of data set. So this data reduction itself will improve your algorithm efficiency by simply removing unnecessary data and improve your analytical process, so that you will able to have the more and sustainable reliable result from your training set. So that can be undergo with the data reduction. Now while I consider this data reduction, there are 6 different approaches are there for all these data reduction techniques. One is data cube aggregation, or attribute subdata selection, or dimension reductionality, or discretization, or concept hierarchy generation, or numerosity reduction technique. So these different ways of data reduction technique can be used to obtain your data set with a very small in size, but yet it can give you the more accurate analytical process result. So in the case of this reduction technique, if we consider and compare it with your traditional way, where the data reduction approach can be able to applied in with the form of these 6 different ways altogether, where you can able to have the statistical and computational method, or dimensionality reduction on the basis of PCA, back forward feature, and back forward or forward feature, discriminant method, or top to down discretization, bottom to up discretization, binding histogram analysis, or clustering. So these are nothing but different ways of your data reduction techniques. So through which you will able to obtain the same analytical result with the small set of data which has been considered after the data reduction technique. Last pillar is data transformation. Now, data transformation will be defined it in the way of data transformation is a process that will simply convert data from one format to the other format. So this data transformation can be achieved it on the basis of smoothing, aggregation, discretization, attribute construction, normalization, and generalization. So through which the normalization either from min-max normalization or z-score normalization can be figured it out by means of the way of the data transformation. So as we look upon for most of these kind of normalization techniques can be transformation can be utilized on the way of reducing the defect in your data set, and by applying these means of techniques for your furthermore